All right, well, we know that divorce is tough on most couples, even tougher when children are involved. In tonight's Q&A, a question about child custody. I talked with a viewer named Oscar who says he wants to spend more time with his son, not every other weekend. In his email to me, he says, it seems like the family court system is unfair to males when it comes to child custody cases, and he wants to know what can be done about this. Well, Oscar, I suggest that you get a lawyer. That's really the only thing I can suggest at this particular time. Now, if you're not sure where to start to contact a lawyer, you can contact the Alabama Bar Association and ask for a referral. We have a number that we can pass along to you a little later. Now, I did find an organization that you may want to contact. It's called the Alabama Family Rights Association. The group is actually working to introduce a new bill that will give equal rights and visitation for fit parents after divorce.
What that process consists of, allow the parents to sit down through mediation, some type of education process, so they can focus on the child, develop a parenting plan. And then if the parents agree, guess what? It's a done deal. Our main focus is to reform the Alabama family law because it currently places our kids at a disadvantage. We believe a child needs both a mother and father, regardless of the parents' marital status.
Well, if you are interested, the Alabama Family Rights Association will meet on January 17th at 6 o'clock at the Hoover Public Library. You can check out their website for more information. Well, joining us live here is Dr. Bert Pitts. He's a psychologist with Pitts and Associates.
That's right.
Now, you just heard what we were talking about there and what the organization is pushing for. How important is it to have both that father and mother involvement all the time?
Well, mother and father are important for both sons and daughters. You know, kids are designed to need the leading and feedback from each gender parent. The same gender parent, like a father and son, ushers the child into being a man, or the mother ushers a daughter into being a woman. The opposite gender parent affirms them as a suitable mate. Mm-hmm. So kids were designed to need both parents, and I think there are many questions that I'm sure are popping up in people's mind with this law, and I'm not real familiar with the precedent in other states, how it's working out, but in terms of the need of a child for both parents, that's a definite. It's much better to have both.
Right, and this is actually something that's being introduced. So it's just a bill that they're trying to introduce at this point.
Right.
But they want to push for that 50-50 participation. Now, is the amount of time just as important as having both parents, or is it just that quality?
Yeah, well, that's the key. There are a lot of questions in my mind. It certainly, sometimes 50-50 is not the best idea. It really depends on the parents and how they're able to be cooperative and how they're able to share daily duties like homework and other things that the kid needs. So, but if you had two parents that were equally fit and equally motivated to provide the best environment for a child, then 50-50 would be good. Mm-hmm. So, but there are many details that go along with that can change this. So it's not as simple as just following a formula.
Mm-hmm. It's not as cut and dry. It may be something more on a case-by-case basis.
But certainly, I think that it's good for fit fathers to have an opportunity to influence their children just as much as fit mothers.
Gotcha.
So it's best for kids to have both.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pitts, for joining us. And I did want to pass along, we weren't able to put that number up earlier. If you need to contact a lawyer, the Alabama Bar Association, that number is 1-800-392-5660.
Thanks very much, Rhonda. Good information there.